Andrew, your life together is just starting, and it will take many turns along the way. You'll have your glory days, and you'll have your sad days. However, if you have each other, you'll have all you need.
I've had the great opportunity to know both of these wonderful people for the last few years, and I had the great and awesome privilege to see them come together at a camp that I got to lead a couple years ago. It was at that camp that you guys played in the same band and had no idea that you'd be standing right here today. And so it is so cool to see this journey that's happened. Marriage, we know, is God's great institution. We understand that we were created for relationships, first and foremost with God and second with others. This love that exists is about sacrifice and giving. Those who take the marriage vows are brought into the closest and most sacred relationship. Their lives are blended into one as they share the joys and the sorrows of life. Happiness in marriage, and remember this, is not just something that happens. A good marriage must be created with most of all a deep love for God and a deep love for each other.
Dearest Pay, the day is here finally. I'm sitting in our apartment thinking of all the wonderful times we'll have, the memories we'll make, the stories we'll tell our kids about in our first place, about all the fun, exciting things married life has to offer. I hope you know how beautiful you are and how much I adore you. You take my breath away. Just being together puts such a smile on my face. Even just going to Taco Bell with you, just a simple joy we get being together. I'm the luckiest man alive. I'm just so in love with you. You're my best friend, my love, and now you're my wife. I'm so happy you made me the guy for you. Here's to many adventures and a wonderful life exploring what the Lord has for us. Love, your husband, as you do.
Pay, from the moment we started talking, I knew you were the one for me. That said, I promise to love you with all my heart, day after day, in speech and in action. I promise to be your encourager, to point you to the Lord, that we may seek His will first and foremost together, always pushing towards that goal.
I promise you today that I will love you unconditionally. I will chase after your heart and the Lord's heart every single day. I promise that I will be patient and kind towards you, encouraging you to use your God-given potential and be the man that He created you to be.
I promise to be there for you, whether happy, sad, angry, or afraid, that I will always be the one for you to come to, no matter what. Always promise to be patient, gracious, and kind, ensuring you that you know how much I treasure your heart, keeping no records of wrong.
I promise to compromise and to communicate with you in conflict and to laugh and dance with you in times of celebration. I promise that I will one day watch all of 24 with you, as long as you watch The Bachelor with me every Monday night.
I promise to be open to adventure and to be spontaneous with you, letting down my logical side and to be open to whatever you want.
I promise to laugh at all your jokes, even if they're not funny, because I know your day-to-day goal is just to make me laugh and put a smile on my face. And I promise to pray for you every day. I promise to always be up for an adventure with you, to try new things, and to seek the Lord's perfect will for this union. Andrew Derek, I believe in you. I admire you, I cherish you, and I love you.
I promise to be selfless, putting you first, your desires, ambitions, you are my priority to fill. And lastly, I promise to protect you, my sweet girl. You're my everything, and I love you.
For as much as you, Andrew, and you, Peyton, have openly declared your wishes to be united in marriage, in the presence of God and these witnesses have promised to love and to be faithful to one another, as a minister of the church, I now pronounce that you are husband and wife. Andrew, you may kiss the bride.
Thank you, not only Andrew, for being such an influence in my life and in the lives around you, but Peyton, thank you for helping him influence us, and in doing so, influencing the lives around you. So, to Peyton and Andrew, the Bible says that God is love, right? And to a love that hopes all things, endures all things, and believes all things. Cheers.
There's one thing my mom could always predict about Peyton's love life, and it's that the first guy that she ever dated would be the one that she would marry. And sure enough, 2 years later, Mom was right, of course.
I've always wanted a big brother because growing up with 2 older sisters, I just never had a brother at all. I know I can count on you when it's 8 a.m. and I can't get my trunk to open, so I call you crying, and you help me out. So thank you, Andrew. I love you so much.
Andrew, Hallie and I have really loved knowing you as our sister's boyfriend for the past 2 years, and we can't wait to call you our brother for the rest of time.
Andrew, after today, any concern I may have had about you being able to provide for my daughter is gone, because you have married the most beautiful, intelligent girl I know. I don't know how you did it, but if you can pull that off, there's nothing you can't accomplish, Andrew.